Tuesday afternoon, Laser reporter Roberta Blevins sat in a meeting for the Board of Adjustments, a branch of the zoning board, to find out if Dr. James Leadingham property was deemed commercial. And here's what Dr. Leadingham had to say.
We can't just not sell our property to someone because we just don't really like what they're going to do, or if we do like what they're going to do. We're in a situation with that. The situation we're in, though, we don't have any guarantee that Tim's going to be able to buy this property. He proposed to buy it, but in order to buy it, he's got to get a grant for it, and whether to get that grant or not. So what we intend to do, and Tim knows this, we're going to keep this on the active real estate market. Now, whenever we investigated selling this piece of property, we found that selling it as a commercial bed and breakfast, it had a much higher value than we sold it as a single family residence. And if we lose our commercial zoning that we have, we will lose our ability to market that as a commercial bed and breakfast, and that will cause significant financial harm to us. It may turn out that Tim winds up doing nothing out there. It may turn out that we find somebody else to buy it and put a bed and breakfast in. Obviously, level, you know, they have that never came up. What we had at the bed and breakfast was 3 rooms plus that we rented out. Plus, we had 3 bedrooms on the other side for our family. But the Board of Health, you have to have a bed and breakfast that has to have a license for that. They never addressed the question of.
Roberta caught up with Debbie Queen and Mr. Priest, who both own properties adjacent to the Leadingham property. They say back in 1997 that they were unaware that a meeting was going to take place on the zoning of this property. And if so, they would have voted no because they feel like this is going to devalue the price of their property.
We will file suit.
That's if they deem it commercial.
Yes.
And you own property.
Adjacent to the bed and breakfast property.
Intentions if they deem this commercial?
We will investigate it legally and see what we can do.
And you all researched this?
I'm not through researching it.
Okay. But you couldn't find anything advertised on this meeting?
No, I went to the Big Sandy News. I looked through May, June, July, and August newspaper, and there were no advertisements that we could find.
Tim Robinson, sitting to the left of Dr. Leadingham here, is wanting to purchase the Leadingham property to turn it into a drug rehabilitation center for women. That's what the uproar in the zoning process is all about. The neighbors feel that it's going to decrease the value of their property. Tim Robinson was approached for comment, and he had no comment at this time for the Laser. After a few more questions from the audience and people who had concerns in this matter, the board went into executive session. They came back out and voted on deeming the property commercial or residential, and here's what they had to say.
We have it, but I think it's our obligation to at least make it be known where we're going to go with this. What I think we decided to do is at some point through this whole thing, we need to start getting it right. And I think, and for lack of a better term, we'll just start with new eyes on the whole situation. And look at it purely as a request to either grant or deny a zoning variance for this property on 1185. With that said, the fact that there's been a business there, and this is something that we discussed, there's been a business there, whether it be a bed and breakfast, a drug rehabilitation center, or a nursery. A nursery would, to keep children would still be the same. It's a business. We may not like the business, some may not like the business, but it is a business. And has been a business for 11 years. So what we're going to vote on right now is to either grant or deny the variance for this property, and we're prepared to do that. Before the board, all those in favor?
Make a motion.
I'll
make a motion that we grant this variance for commercial use of 1185 and breakfast property. I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed?
After further investigation, the laser found the listing on Remax.com out of the Ashland branch. The house is listed for $450,000 and is listed as a single family dwelling, not a commercial property. Anyone interested may go to Remax.com and take a look.